There are moments in life that change everything in an instant. Sometimes a small incident, a brief pause, or just two words, "I'm sorry," can completely transform your world. This story is one of those moments, a story that teaches us how the power of an apology can profoundly affect not just relationships, but the human heart itself. Lexi and Jack were a couple everyone admired. They lived in London, both had good jobs, and everything seemed perfect on the surface. But beneath that perfection, things were far from ideal. Small arguments, growing misunderstandings, and emotional distance had begun to strain their relationship. Jack often stayed late at work, leaving Lexi feeling unheard and unseen. Lexi, in turn, sometimes bottled up her frustration, and the silence between them grew heavier by the day. One ordinary disagreement escalated into a major argument. Lexi criticized Jack's annoying habits, and Jack responded with his own frustration. Neither of them wanted to listen to the other. That night, Jack sat alone, reflecting on the fight. He realized that what started as a small argument had created a huge gap between them. Anxiety and regret filled his heart. He thought, if only I could apologize to Lexi, maybe this could all change. The next day, Jack gathered his courage and sat down with Lexi. In a gentle voice, he said, "Lexi, I'm really sorry. I know my actions hurt you and I truly regret it." These words may seem simple, but their power changed everything. Lexi's eyes welled up, and the walls around her heart began to crumble. She responded, "I'm sorry too, Jack. I've been unfair, and sometimes I let my frustrations get the better of me." Those two simple words, "I'm sorry," built a bridge between their hearts, restoring trust, understanding, and love. Psychologically, apologies have a profound effect. They don't just repair relationships, they bring peace to our own minds and hearts. When we apologize, we acknowledge our mistakes and vulnerability. This acceptance creates freedom, not only for the person receiving the apology, but also for ourselves. Research confirms that apologizing and forgiving releases positive chemicals in the brain, like oxytocin, which strengthens relationships and promotes emotional calm. This story isn't limited to Jack and Lexi. In everyday life, the same truth applies. Small disputes between friends, misunderstandings between parents and children, conflicts at work with colleagues. All of these can be resolved when we apologize sincerely and with humility. The power of an apology lies in building bridges between hearts. But remember, sincerity is essential. Apologize from the heart, not for show. Timing matters. A well-timed apology has a stronger impact. Actions speak. Words alone aren't enough. Show through your behavior that you truly regret your mistakes. George and Emily went through the same lesson. Living in New York, the couple stopped speaking for days after a minor argument. Emily finally approached George and said, "I'm sorry for the way I reacted. I didn't mean to hurt you." George replied, "I'm sorry too. I should have been more understanding." Just these two small sentences revived their relationship. Examples like these show that apologies work everywhere, at any time, and in any relationship. This story teaches us that if we can set aside pride and ego and simply say, "I'm sorry," we can not only resolve conflicts, but also strengthen our relationships like never before. Lexi and Jack's story shows us that an apology isn't just a sentence. It's an act, a force, that revives love, trust, and humanity. Small words can create big miracles. Remember, a simple apology can change your life, bring hearts closer, and strengthen your relationships like never before.